Good evening, everyone. We are here tonight with a 2014 Mazda 3. It's a 2-liter automatic. Doesn't really matter because we are changing the rear sway bar links. We've got one here where the bar is gone. There's your lower link. There's the upper link. There's the one that's still intact. We're going to remove both and replace both. Obviously, the car's already lifted. It's on jack stands. I've sprayed all these rusty nuts with PB Blaster. The factory nuts are 14 millimeter. There's usually a 5 mil hex here. We are not using that because these are going in the garbage, so we're just going to clamp right onto the backs of them. But first, let's loosen this one up using curved locking pliers. Makes it a little more easy to clamp around the circle. It's probably going to be too loose. Never mind. There's one. You'll see this whole thing is moving now. It's all because of this. You can take things apart to do this. You can drop the subframe. You could try to loosen the sway bar bracket bushings, but the reality is this is an 11-year-old Canadian car that's been winter driven. It has never been rust proofed from what I can tell, and more things will start to snap if we start screwing with them. So you can get a lot of these cutoff wheels for really cheap. You can get aftermarket ones on Amazon, 10-pack or so. I am not through this first one yet, and I went through a blade already, so finishing this side is going to take up at least another one. This should snap off now, this piece, but look at that. Thank you. Oh. There you go. You can give that a little scrape with a wire brush before you put the new one on. Okay, driver's side. Here we go.
No?
Don't know where it came from.
There it goes.
Nope, can't even. Oh, look at that. It's twisting. Okay. Thread's about to fall off on the one side. Okay, we're back under here at the passenger side. We are using Moog rear sway bar links, and there is a left and right part number. And for the reinstall, you're gonna need a 15mm wrench for the nuts and a thin 18mm open wrench to hold the studs. Actually, this way gives us access to both our grease fittings, so we're going to do that. Okay, so we've got this 15 started up here by hand. These are supposed to be torqued to 40 foot-pounds. You're never going to get a torque wrench in there. Just get them real tight. They're lock nuts anyway. They won't be going anywhere. But I'm going to make sure this is cranked down real well. Now you're probably going to see some grease come out of there eventually. That's okay. There. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go back to the driver's side and do the top one on that side first. Last one, it looks like because we're on ramps, we're essentially at ride height. So I'm able to get this right through. Well, and that's it. And that is how you change your rear sway bar links on a 3rd gen Mazda 3, 3rd gen Mazda 6, all the CX-5s. And this is especially for your northern cars, which are fully rotten. And this is about your only safe way to do it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.